Hey everyone, thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this haunted home buying video. I'm Ricky Cidio. I'm a realtor with the Beam team. I wanted to let you know that at the end of this video, if you stay tuned, we are doing a free giveaway. For those of you who decide to enter, watch the video. At the end, it'll give you the parameters of how you enter. Me and Josh are making it a priority to support local businesses here in Independence the best that we can. Growing up in Independence and graduating from Central High School, I feel a sense of responsibility to do my part in helping support local small businesses. The giveaway that you could enter to win is a date night bucket. Some of the things that you'll find in the bucket consist of everything that you would need to have a successful date night. So you will get 2 tickets and like a medium combo from Indy Cinema, dinner at the Naughty Noodle, dessert at Jubilee, and also there's some popcorn for maybe a stay-at-home date night and some goodies from the Melting Pot right downtown. Also, for when you buy a home, we have some home decor from the collection. This is just one thing. There's also a welcome home wall decor item for you and other snacks and goodies in here. So some caramels and popcorn rolls and things like that. So feel free to stick around and enter that giveaway. If you are a local business and you're seeing this, we will be doing a lot more as far as giveaways go, and everything is to help support locals. So either reach out to us if you have something that you think would be great as a giveaway. If not, then just hang tight and we will reach out to you and see how we can best support you. So thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any questions about real estate or anything real estate related. Love to help you.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to our virtual pumpkin carving home buying class. My name is Ricky Cidio. I'm a realtor with the Beam team.
And I'm Josh Van Til. I'm a loan officer with the Wilcox Mortgage Group.
Yes, so thank you for joining us. Today, we are going to be going through the home buying process, and we're going to illustrate that with carving a pumpkin. So,
and we want you to carve a pumpkin too.
yes.
So get your pumpkin and get ready to carve. So Ricky, where do we start, man?
All right, step number 1, Josh. A lot of you have already done half of the first step, which is picking your pumpkin. This represents picking your realtor, right? Not all pumpkins are the same. Not all realtors are the same. So you just pick the one that you like and give them a shot. So first, or the second half of that step is you now need to open up the pumpkin, which is representative of opening up a whole new world of real estate.
Mm-hmm.
So
I like it.
you cut open the top and away we go.
Okay.
Boom. Awesome. All right, so you've opened up this whole new world of real estate. Congratulations on taking that first step. This is where you really want to pay attention to who you have represent you, right? So not all realtors are made the same. Some focus on commercial property, some are investment agents, some just kind of, go all around, help people buy homes, sell homes, things of that nature. Who do you vibe with? Who is it that pays attention to what you want in a home? Who is it that listens to what it is exactly that you're looking for and that's right for you and your family? So picking an agent is a really crucial part. Always, maybe interview a couple different agents and, pick one that works for you and one that you like the most.
So Ricky, what's your focus in real estate?
Yeah, so I definitely wear many hats, Josh.
Yeah.
I have listings. I help people purchase homes, but I think mostly one of my niches is investment properties. So if you own a home currently and maybe you have some equity in it, or you're looking, in this current market where you're like, housing prices might be coming down a little bit, I might think about investing. I'm your guy. I'd be more than happy to help you, and definitely reach out if that's something that you're interested in. But also, like I said, I have listings and I help people buy homes. So I definitely wear different hats at different times.
So Ricky, what's step number 2?
Step number 2, Josh, is where you know what? I think you can.
This is my step.
This is your step. So
hey, this is where we take out the guts. It's the grossest part. I don't want to do this at whatsoever. And really, it's kind of the nuts and bolts of what needs to happen. It's getting pre-approved. So get your hand in there. You gotta get down and dirty. Get down and dirty.
Get in there.
Get in there. Okay, Ricky. I had a spoon for this.
Yeah, it's right there.
That was a bonehead
you're
maneuver.
too far into it.
Dude, I'm too old school. Anyways, this represents the pre-approval process, which is really, really important. And some people will ask me as a loan officer, when do I get pre-approved? And is it ever too early? And I actually don't think it is. I think you want to find a loan officer and put them to work. And what I mean by that is this, is when you actually apply for a loan, you give us all the information that we need to put you in the best position possible. And what are the things that we're going to be looking at? Well, we're going to be looking at your income, and we're going to be looking at your assets, which is mainly like the money that you have in the bank. And we're going to be looking at your credit. That's a big one for a lot of people. And then ultimately, when you finally do find a house, we're going to look at what's called collateral. That's the house itself. One of the big things reasons why I think it's really important to apply as soon as you're thinking about, like, even if it's going to be a year from now, apply now with a lender who's going to care for you and take care of you and help you create a plan. Because there are lots of things that we can do to help you get your credit in an optimal position. It's also good to find out what exactly is the amount of money that you're going to need for closing. So apply as soon as you can. In the pre-approval process, here are some things to think about. We actually have this really great PDF. If you DM us, we'll actually get this to you. If you send us your email address, we'll email it to you along with some other resources. We have a lot of resources that are really useful for people that are thinking about buying a house. But let me just go through just a few generals like do's and don'ts. First of all, the do is find a loan originator who's going to help you create a plan. Identify how much money you need, help identify a plan for you to improve your credit. Never go over 50% of the max of your credit card. Actually, preferably never go over 30%. When you max out a credit card, you are almost always dinging your credit. Here are some other things. When you're in the pre-approval process, don't apply for new credit of any kind. Don't pay off collections or charge-offs. Some people think, oh no, I got collections, I should pay them off right now. Well, actually, let the loan officer use their tools and their insights and guide you in that, because sometimes your credit score will actually get worse first. Don't close credit cards accounts. Don't do it. Don't max out or even charge existing credit cards. I already said that one. Don't consolidate debt to one or two cards. That does the same thing. Everything gets wonky on your credit report. Don't raise red flags to the underwriter like, change your name. I guess if you're getting married and you're going to change your name, you might, but let us know that. Preferably wait till your name is changed. How about that? Don't change anything about your current employment. Like, that just messes with everything when you're in the process of buying a house. And there's a lot of other things to think about. A few things when you're trying to get pre-approved that I invite people to be thinking about are things like, hey, have you talked to your boss about a raise lately? Because if you're thinking about buying a house, it's a good time to go to your employer and say, hey, I'm thinking about setting down roots. Would you consider giving me a raise? Because I really want to invest in this community. It's a great time to consider what money don't you need to spend? Save, save, save. If you don't need it, don't buy it, and save. Those are just a few things to think about as you get ready for the pre-approval process. Now I'm going to hand it back to Ricky in just a moment. And actually, in real life, I hand it to Ricky as well. After you talk to a lender, what they will do is they will contact your realtor and they'll let them know the parameters of your pre-approval. So what might that look like? Well, after you talk with your loan officer and you say, hey, this is what we're comfortable paying for a month, per month, and maybe you're not qualified for that much, or maybe you're qualified for more, then what he will do or she will do, your loan officer, is they will contact Ricky or your realtor, and they will let them know, like, this is kind of the range. These are the things we're concerned about. This is kind of the limit on the taxes and the homeowner's insurance, or if those things change, the principal and interest will have to change. Anyways, that communication generally happens then.
And this is why I don't do loans. The numbers pass. That's why it's actually really important to make sure you have a realtor who trusts their lender, right? Because I need to be able to trust Josh to work the numbers and actually give me a range where I know that we're not looking at a home that maybe isn't in your price range, right? And you get excited, you want to put an offer, and then we find out later down the road that might not be in the range of what you're looking for. So always take a suggestion from your realtor on who the lender should be. Give that person a shot. Always trust your realtor, and then make sure that you can trust your lender as well. So, all right. So step 3, after Josh has handed it to me, this is probably most people's favorite portion of the home buying process. Who watches HGTV? House Hunters, Properties on the Beach, those types of really fun, TV shows, right? When they're going and they're looking at different houses, and you get to see the inside, the layouts. That's the fun part, right? So step number 3 is looking with your eyes for your future home.
Dude, what are you going to do here on the eyes, Ricky?
So this represents the eyes on a pumpkin. You are looking for your future home. And now I'm going to be doing a majority of this pumpkin carving.
Yeah.
So,
I'm really bad.
It's not going to be much better than probably, someone's 4-year-old kid or 5-year-old kid. So I'd appreciate no judgment as I attempt this terrible pumpkin carving.
I'm going to judge you.
Yeah. Classic Josh. So let's see here. I think I did it upside down.
Dude, rock on.
I think I did. Okay. Well,
There's no wrong or right here.
Right? It's going to be an upside down pumpkin. All right. So we have some upside down eyes, and we're going to get looking, right? So we have your pre-approval. You've sat down with me, right? This is the next step. We sit down, and you give me your criteria, okay? You need a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house in Albany, or you are looking for a 4-bed, 2-bath house with, an acre, okay? These are the things that we're going to go over. And one of the most important things is sometimes it's always good to plan for some things that maybe you can have some give on, right? So if you have watched those shows, right, like House Hunters, you're going to see the couples, sometimes they just don't agree on what they want, right? So you really need to have kind of a narrowed in idea of what it is that you really want, and then what are some things that maybe you can compromise on, right? And then we'll go over that list. I will send you an email with everything on your list that is available on the MLS. So after that initial batch of homes that are for sale, you will then be getting updated listings as they come on the market. A house comes on the market that fits your criteria, you're going to get an email notification right away. So in the event that you're like, oh, this is the one that I want, you will let me know. You'll say, hey, Ricky, listen, we need to go check out this house because it's perfect. It's everything that I want. I say, you got it. I get a hold of the listing agent and I say, hey, when can we come look at this house, right? So we'll schedule a time that works for everybody. We'll go check it out, okay? And then that is step 3 in a nutshell, is the best part. You get to look for houses. You get to go. Generally, you'll have 3 to 5 houses on average that people will look at before they make their first offer. So just keep that in mind. Usually that one that people are really interested in comes within that 3 to 5 houses. We can look at 1 million if you'd like to. However, houses don't stay on the market forever. So always know what you want and have some backups as well. Step number 4, after we've looked at your houses that you've sent me and you're like, hey, these are the ones I want to look at, we go look at them. And you're like, oh, okay, hang on. This is the one. I want this house. Let's make an offer. So step number 4 means that you have sniffed out the home of your dreams, right?
Oop.
So
Here comes the nose.
here comes the nose, and I'm gonna try to make this one right here.
The wicked sniffer.
It's gonna be a big nose.
Yeah, kind of like mine.
So you have sniffed out the perfect home for you, and you're like, Ricky, let's make an offer. I say, let's do this, right? I go back to the lab. I get all the paperwork together.
He calls the lender,
Yes,
and I give a pre-approval letter for that specific house.
Exactly. So that way it has a whole a layout of all the numbers that you need for the offer, right? So I get all that paperwork together. I send it to you in an email via what's called DocuSign. It's unrealistically easy. You just kind of make a little account and you press a button and it fills in your signature or the date or your initials, and it gets sent to me automatically. You just basically press a couple buttons. There are multiple phases after you have signed your offer, okay? So one of the options that could happen is the seller say, you know what? No thanks. We've picked a different offer. Okay, that is one reason for a declined offer. Another one is maybe this doesn't happen as often, but sometimes they just take it off the market. They say, you know what, we're not, decline. Those are really the only two reasons why you would get a declined offer. The other option that would happen is the best possible scenario. They say, you know what, yes, we accept your offer, and that's when you party, right? You get your accepted offer, and you're just like, oh gosh, like it's exciting, it's a good time. And then the third thing that a seller could respond with is a counter offer. And this is where you really want a real estate agent that knows the market and that knows their negotiation tactics. Negotiations can go back and forth until both parties are satisfied.
Now, after negotiations, what is the next step? Because I think it's a really important one, right?
Yes, it's actually one of the best ones. You get an accepted offer. So you are happy as a clam, they're happy as a clam, they're selling their home, you're buying their home, and everything is ready to go. So this represents how happy everybody is. The next step is a smiley face.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow, going big. Go
Yep.
big or go home. Come on now.
This is my attempt at a smiley face.
Get it, Ricky. Get it. You got it.
All right. We are happy as a pumpkin at this point, right? So after your offer is accepted, the selling agent will open up what's called escrow. This escrow, a lot of people don't understand what it is. It's basically a third party, right? So if me and Josh are trying to make a deal and we're like, okay, we need somebody that is bipartisan. I will give you my thing. He will give that person his thing. And once we have fulfilled our portion of the contract, this third party will disperse whatever it is that we've agreed upon. So that's kind of the best way to explain what an escrow company is. They're just like the non-biased third party. Once the seller has got the loan, then the buyer will get the deed to the house. And those are the two things that are swapped, and that is escrow. After escrow has been opened, you have 3 business days to deposit what is called your earnest money. Earnest money is basically good faith money to show that you are very serious about purchasing that home. And typically, this amount is about 1% of the purchase price. Could be more, could be less. If you're doing like an aggressive offer, like let's say it's a multiple offer situation, sometimes you want to put more earnest money because that's just showing that basically you have more skin in the game, right? You're willing to lose that money in the event you just decide to walk away at the last minute for no reason. So earnest money is 1% generally, and you have 3 business days after the opening, after your offer is accepted. The second thing is the inspection, okay? So we will work together. If you have somebody who you are comfortable using, we can use your inspector. If not, I have a list of some great local inspectors that we use and that we know will get the job done right. And we will put that on the schedule. And that is another out-of-pocket costs for you. Whatever they range. They have sometimes packages, usually from like $500 to $800 is what a inspector is going to charge to do that. But highly recommend, and that is something that is very important and sometimes is needed. The third thing is an appraisal. The appraisal is one of those three things that also is an out-of-pocket expense, and that is actually going to be ordered by Josh.
Yeah, and that what's happening once you have an accepted offer is the loan engine gets going, unless you have cash. And what's going to happen is there's going to be an appraisal. We have to verify that the house is actually worth what you're going to pay for it. And and meanwhile, we're verifying things like the funds that you have in your bank account that you're going to put down as a down payment or have for closing costs. All those things are being verified by underwriters, and so that at the end of usually a 30 to 45 day process, sometimes 60 days when things get really hairy and something goes wonky, but usually 30 to 45 days, you will get to the end. The underwriter will approve the loan, have all the documents tucked in, and you will get to go to the title company and close. Now, something you should know. When a loan officer asks you for documents, get them. And don't get up to upset. Some people get upset at underwriters. Underwriters are actually our friend. They're trying to create a loan package, if you will, that the bank's going to accept. So everybody's working to get that loan through, and at the end, you're going to go to the title company. You're going to sign on 1 million pieces of paper. Your arm is going to want to fall off, and then we're going to recycle. No, just kidding. Then you're going to keep a bunch of documents. That's just really abbreviated. We also have a really cool document that goes over that process. If you want it, again, DM us. We'll send it your way.
Closing is a 2-part deal. You will go in on closing day, and you're going to sign that huge stack of paper. And after you're done signing that stack of paper, usually 24 to 48 hours, because the loan needs to fund, right? So the middle person, the escrow, needs to do their swap, and that usually takes about 24 to 48 hours, where the money will go to the seller, and then the seller signs away the title or the deed, and the title company will record it with the county. And after that's finished, the house is yours. I go pick up the keys, and we go have a housewarming party at your place. So
congratulations, you're in debt up to your eyeballs. Hey everyone, we are so glad that you showed up for this virtual haunted home buyers class, pumpkin carving style. Please message us if you have any questions, and set up an appointment. We'd love to meet with you and talk to you more about real estate or loans, whichever one. And Ricky, would you break it down for us one more time on how they can win that prize?
Yes, absolutely. So stay tuned, because right after we're done talking here, on the screen we're going to have the exact instructions for how you can enter the giveaway, and it's literally free. So just tag us, post your pumpkins. If your kids did the pumpkin, great. We'd love to see them. Tag us in all the pumpkin carvings. And we have an awesome opportunity later in December for another home buying class that's more Christmas themed. So stay tuned for that, and be on the lookout on our socials for the invitation to that one. So we hope to see you there. Thanks.